The reasons why so many people are still poor today are 1. Their mentality, mindset. 2. Extravagant spending. Then 3. Eating too much. Hello guys. Welcome back to another mind-blowing and amazing video. Join me and stay with us till the end as we dive into the story. In today's video I'm going to tell a story of a man who remained poor due to his too much eating habits, until something shocking happened to him. Don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe for more amazing videos like this. So let's dive in. In a small village nestled among the quiet hills, there lived a man named Jerry. Jerry was a middle-aged man of about 30 years. He lived alone in a cozy, modest hut made of wood and straw. Every morning, before the sun kissed the earth, Jerry would rise and set out to work. He worked tirelessly in the fields, digging, planting, harvesting, anything that would earn him something to survive on. He labored from sunrise to sunset, only resting when it was time to eat. But despite his endless efforts, Jerry remained poor. So poor that his clothes were always the same, and his roof always leaked when it rained. He couldn't afford anything extra in life, but strangely, that didn't seem to bother him. To Jerry, as long as he could eat his food and drink his wine, life was good enough. However, Jerry had one great weakness: he ate too much. It wasn't just a habit, it had become an obsession, a lifestyle. All the villagers knew him as the eater. If Jerry earned 10 coins, he would spend 11 on food. If he worked all day and someone offered him a meal instead of money, he would gladly accept. He believed with all his heart that the more a person eats, the longer they live. When you eat well, he often said, you keep death away. You can't carry money to the grave, but you can carry food in your stomach. Whenever Jerry worked on someone's farm, he would never ask for money. Instead, he would say, just give me food and something to drink. That's all I want. One bright morning, Jerry went to work on the farm of an elderly man known as Master Raju. Master Raju was 75 years old, wise, wealthy, and deeply respected by all in the village. Many had sought his advice and found success. He was known not only for his riches but also for his heart. He helped many become rich, not by giving them money, but by giving them wisdom. Jerry worked hard on Master Raju's farmland for 2 whole days, plowing, weeding, lifting, and sweating under the sun. After finishing his work, Jerry approached the old man with his usual smile and said, Master Raju, I've come for my settlement, food and drinks. But Master Raju shook his head. No, Jerry, he said calmly. Today, I am paying you with money. You've worked well and earned it. You need money to take care of other parts of your life, not just your belly. Jerry frowned. Master, the only thing I need in this life is food and drink. When I die, the food in my stomach will follow me to the grave. But the money you give me, I can't take with me. The wise old man sighed deeply. He sat Jerry down and began to speak gently but firmly. Jerry, listen to me. Food is important, yes, but it is not everything. Money is a tool, a way to solve problems, to prepare for emergencies, to build something lasting. One day, food alone will not be enough. One day, you will need medicine. One day, you will need shelter, or help someone you love. What will you do then? He shared stories of people who had saved a little and changed their lives. He spoke of villagers who used small savings to start businesses, fix their homes, or send their children to school. But Jerry, stubborn as ever, only smiled and nodded politely. He took the money, but instead of saving it, he went straight to the village tavern. By nightfall, all the coins were gone, spent on food and drinks. Weeks passed. Then, one fateful afternoon, Jerry was found lying alone in his hut, shivering with sickness. His body was weak, his breath heavy. He had no strength to rise. His small clay jar was empty, no money for medicine. His food basket was dry. He had nothing left. A friend came to visit. Seeing Jerry sick, the friend ran to get what he thought Jerry would want most: food and wine. But when he brought it to him, Jerry could only shake his head. I can't eat. I don't need food, Jerry whispered, his voice barely audible. Please, I need medicine. I need help. Word spread quickly through the village that Jerry was dying. One by one, people came to his hut. But instead of bringing a doctor or medicine, they brought what they believed Jerry loved most: food and drink. Soon, his little hut was filled with baskets of meat, fruits, bread, and bottles of wine. But Jerry could not touch a single thing. He lay on his mat, tears streaming down his face. Please, he begged. I need medicine, not food. I need money to get help, not wine. But no one listened. To them, Jerry had never needed anything more than food. That's what he had taught them. That was the image he had created. At last, Master Raju heard about Jerry's condition. He left his home and came to the small hut. When he arrived, he saw the irony before him. A starving man surrounded by food he could not eat. Quietly, he sat beside Jerry. Without saying a word, he reached into his bag and took out a pouch of money. Then, he sent his servant to fetch the village doctor and buy the necessary medicine. Jerry, weak and pale, looked at the old man with trembling lips. Why did you help me, after all I said? Master Raju smiled gently. Because I knew this day would come. Sometimes, we must fall to understand the truth, but it's never too late to rise again. As Jerry slowly recovered, he had time to reflect. For the first time, he understood. Food gives strength to the body, but wisdom gives strength to life. From that day onward, Jerry changed. He still loved food, but he now worked not just to eat, but to save, to plan, to live better. And so, the man who was once known only as the eater became known as the man who learned. His story was told to every young villager as a lesson. If you live only to eat today, you will starve tomorrow. But if you learn to value what truly matters, you will never go hungry again. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Subscribe for emotional life lessons and motivation. Which story should we tell next? Comment below.